Thoughts on Boogie2988 wasting all his money on crypto and begging fan base for donations. I couldn't decide if this was something I wanted to talk about, because it's just so fucking sad. For those that don't know, I guess, I'll pull it up for a second. So to boil it down, here, he says it better than I could.
And I was hoping that when I came back last month, you're watching him to the end, we're mentally acting it out.
Where is it?
I feel good. Any excuses here. And I'm not making any excuses here. You know I spent a tremendous amount of money on dumb things. But the biggest issue is that I had a nice big nest egg. I took some financial advice from a friend, and I'm not pointing fingers.
You can never do that.
I took the advice, but I put my money in the crypto market in the wrong section, and I pretty much lost most of everything.
So he's, over the last like 5 years now, at least, blown all of his money on absolute nonsense. Legitimate nonsense. Crypto, collectibles, from what I can tell, just a lot of shit. And during this time, he hasn't really been growing on YouTube, to say the least. I believe over the course of the last, why don't I just look it up and get the accurate information? He has only lost subscribers every single month for the last 5 years, I believe. It might be longer. So he's spending money that he doesn't have, and now it's finally starting to run out. Okay, starting in, oh my god. Holy shit, this is, oh my god. Social Blade doesn't go far enough back to even show when the decline started. So, for as far back as Social Blade will allow us, which is November 2019, he's been losing 10,000 subscribers a month, 30,000 this month, 30, 10, 10, 20, 20, 10, 10, 10, 10, 0. Like, his best months are losing 0 subs and gaining 0. And this has been like that for actual years. But he would still continue to put money into crypto and shit that he couldn't afford to do. Recklessly spending it, and he even mentions in this video as well, he spent way too much time on Twitter, which is really kind of what started this whole free fall. He got way too active on Twitter, revealed way too much about himself, and he said some awful shit. So then people started leaving. And now he made the video talking about, like, he's in a position where he no longer has that nest egg because of his bad investments, and he urges his fans to buy his merch or super chat, like here.
Find themselves able to do a little more, and if you're one of those people, I'm asking for your help today too. Do you like the t-shirts I have? This one's not in the merch lane shop yet, but there's several. You can super chat that. The product I'm selling, get involved with a sponsor, shop through them, use my code. If you're in a position where you only have like $1 or $5, you can super chat that when you like a video. You can pledge $5 a month, $10 a month on the channel membership program.
So it's really urging his fans to give him a lot of money. Just blatant e-begging, which I don't think is ever a good look. Ever. That's really a bridge no one should cross, especially not with 4 million subs. Again, he gained, I think he had, what did he have before the free fall? He had to be close to 5 million subs before all of this started. I wish Social Blade would go back further than 2019, because it's been like this for a very long time. But he had tons and tons of money. He was one of the biggest gaming channels for a time. No, like, he's not scamming them. Like, this isn't a scam. This is a guilt trip. He's guilt tripping his audience like, hey, if you guys like the content and you want to do more, then give me the money with super chats. If you only have $1 or $5, or buy the merch, pledge on Patreon or a channel membership, this and that. And like, he kind of shames people that don't watch his videos all the way to the end and share them. He brings it up multiple times, not necessarily in this video. He references it early, like here.
For me, and so many of you are. I'm so grateful. So many of you are watching the videos, you're watching them to the end, you're dropping a like, you're sharing them with friends, you're commenting, you subscribe, you're doing all the YouTube stuff, and it means the world to me.
And then, like, in his follow-up video where he goes over how much money people have given him so far, he again, like, makes people feel bad if they don't do that. Like, if they don't watch to the end, if they don't leave a like, or if they don't donate money. So it's obviously a bad look. Like, it's a very sad thing. like, I feel bad for him, right? Like, one of his friends was McJuggernuggets, and that's the guy that created Storyfire and tried to, like, gaslight people into thinking it wasn't a fucking failure for, like, 2 years. Meanwhile, in the background, he was, like, trying to sell that shit ASAP because it was dying or something. I'm a little spotty on the details now, but Storyfire was an absolute fucking disaster. And they were close for a while, so I imagine that bad financially advice he got was from McJuggernuggets. But I mean, goddamn, like, I don't think there's ever really an excuse to make your audience feel bad if they're not engaging with the content the way you want them to, or not donating as much as you want them to. Like, you are not entitled to a donation or their attention for the duration of a full video. I never like when they try and force that. And like he says in this video, like, he wants to get back to making content because he needs to. He doesn't want to go back to working like a normal 9 to 5. He says he can't really work normal 9 to 5s due to like his disability and a couple of other factors. So he wants to go back to making content that hopefully makes him money. But he just keeps talking about how it's like unlikely, or he's going to need to rely on your donations and this and that. But why even make this in the first place? Just start making the content and see how it goes instead of like the guilt trip. Right? So yeah, that situation was pretty fucking sad. This is literally DSP. Different than DSP. DSP's whole brand is about blatant e-begging. I still tune in pretty actively. What was his most recent meltdown? It was when he was playing Scorn. I think it was last week. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh, I can't show this because DSP's banned on Twitch. But all like, his whole brand is just blatantly saying, you guys haven't given me enough money, so I don't even know if I'm going to bother playing this game anymore. You guys are lucky that I played the game for 2 hours. I got a lot of shit I got to do, and I still sat here for 2 hours, and I only made X amount of dollars from you guys. The lack of support was alarming. And now I can't even afford to buy a new game on Friday, talking about Gotham Knights. I can't even afford Gotham Knights now because you guys didn't donate enough. Did DSP get unbanned on Twitch? Last I saw, he got, like, perma'd. Let me see.
All right, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm frustrated for 2 reasons. Reason number one, because yeah, the game does suck. I really did not like tonight's stream. And in addition to that, as you guys can see, I stayed extra late for you guys, and basically it amounted to nothing. No one's really supported, which pisses me off. It does. Yeah, I'm playing a game. Obviously, it's frustrating. A lot of people showed up to watch it because you saw how frustrating it was, and no one supported. Yeah, that does upset me. Okay? It would have been one thing if I'm staying late and people are laughing, having a good time, and a few people are at least supporting the stream, but no one did. And that really upsets me. I'm going to hope that tomorrow when I finish it, there will be some support. Because it is pissing me off that I just stayed extra late and I got nothing for it. You know, the game's not even good.
Yeah, he just goes full mask
if
off.
This were me, I'm not even exaggerating. If this were me not streaming, playing this, I would have just turned the game right off and said, fuck this, I'm not playing this anymore. But the fact that I'm now 5 hours into it, obviously I want to finish it. You know, but I toughed it out for you guys tonight and I got nothing out of it.
He then goes on to say, like, he doesn't even know if he'll be able to afford Gotham Knights on Friday because no one has donated enough, and he's not sure if they'll donate enough tomorrow. But that's his whole brand now. People watch DSP for, like, the shit show of it. Like, if you type in Darkside Phil, for example, like, I'm going to test this. I'm not logged in on my main account here, so I guess we'll see. If you just type in Darkside Phil, like, the first channels you get, I imagine, are going to be, like, Bill Furnell, which is just the play off of his actual name. Just all of these channels that make memes of him. So let's see. Yeah, his channel is the fourth thing there. And it's just, like, it just, that's his whole brand. So it's not really the same.